My name is Sergey. I'm here at Michigan State University with Campus Reform. Today is Constitution Day. Let's go see what students know about it and what they think. Do you guys think the Constitution is still relevant as it was back then as it is today?
No.
Do you think the Constitution is still relevant today as it was back then?
No.
It's still very relevant. I don't know if it's very accurate to what it was back then.
Okay. Could you elaborate a little more on anything?
Oh, there's a lot of issues with guns,
Okay.
so to speak, in the Second Amendment, right?
Could you elaborate maybe?
There's just certain things that could be changed in the Constitution.
Agreed.
Everything changes, back when that was, written out, there was a lot of, different associations, just like a lot.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect that kind of question.
Do you think the Constitution is still relevant today as it was back then?
That's a loaded question. I guess not really.
Everything is just so much more advanced than it was hundreds of years ago, and just people have changed, matters have changed, it's just different.
Do you think the Constitution is still relevant to today?
Yes, I do. In my opinion, yeah, I think it still has relevance, but to an extent, not exactly sure.
Oh, 100%.
And so things like the First Amendment, like freedom of speech, and the Second Amendment, right to bear arms and such, do you think there need to be changes in those?
Yes, I do.
The right to bear arms could change. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it could change, like a little bit of it though, but like most of it could stay the same.
I think the First Amendment is still relevant, but I do think we need to make some changes with the Second Amendment.
Well, they need to take a look in gun control a lot, because it's not the same as back then with all the fully auto and semi-auto weapons now.
Statistically speaking, the United States has the highest record for shootings, like mass shootings. I think the next closest is Italy or something at 3, and I think we're at around 260.
Okay.
The data's probably a little bit different, but that just proves that there needs to be something changed about the right to bear arms, because who else has that many shootings?
Maybe with like the gun laws and stuff like that, as far as like age limit that you can get them, and more like doing better like background checks and stuff like that.
I feel like people should be able to have guns for their safety, but then like some people like just use it for other reasons.
And like the type of guns should be
Yeah.
restricted.
I feel like gun regulations should definitely be placed. I know it's hard, but just to register people who are purchasing guns, I just feel like it should just be more regulated.
No, I think what applied back then applies right now. I'm a big advocate of both First and Second Amendment. Own numerous guns myself, and hold them up as long as you can.
Free speech, like I feel like that, especially like being on a college campus, it's like wanting to be able to express like myself and choose to say what I want to be able to in a setting. I think that there's definitely situations in which it may not be smart to choose to say certain things. Just depends on the person.